Hello, I'm Diana Murillo, and I'm going to be walking through the steps for Lab 2-2. We start off with Alternative 2. The first step is to establish a relationship between FGI product and sales product using the product code as a key. So for this step, we'll just go through data and then relationships, and then click on new, and then table will be the sales subset, and then related table will be the table that we're building the relationship with. So it'll be the FGI product, and then we'll use product code as the key, and then just press OK. And then that concludes step 1. Step 2 is to relate sales subset to the customer tab. So same thing, we'll go to new. Table will be sales subset, and related table will be customer. But then this time we'll use customer ID as our key and press OK. And that'll build that relationship. And then we could just close out of that. And then the final step is just to save that to our computer. And I'll be saving it to my class. Okay, and that concludes Alternative 2 for Lab 2-2. Now moving on to Alternative 3, we are asked to combine the data into a single table using a query editor. So for that, we'll need to open up a blank Excel sheet. Okay, and then we'll go into data and then get data from Excel workbook. And then when this loads up, we'll bring in the data subset, which will probably be this will prompt a navigator tab, and then we'll want to click select multiple items. And we're going to click customer, GI product, and sales subset. This just means that this is what the data that we're going to bring into the new workbook. And then we'll just click on transform data. So now that we have Power Query Editor open, it asks us to merge the sales subset, that was a tab, and a customer. So we'll click on sales subset, and then we'll go to merge queries. And then we're going to select the customer table. Sorry, not sure if that was showing my screen or not, but I'll go ahead and just say it again. So I opened up the book, imported the data set, and then selected customer FGI product sales subset. Then the book asks us to merge the sales subset and customer. So I clicked on the sales subset, and then clicked on merge queries right here, and then merged it with the customer tab. So now we'll click on the customer IDs to match those, and then we'll click on left outer. What this will do is basically make the sales subset, it says all from first, matching from second. So the sales subset, this would be the dominant table, and it grabs from the customer table anything that matches it. So it's sort of adding the data from here into the sales subset. And then we'll just press OK. So now it added this customer column, which is basically the customer tab. And then if we click on this and then press expand and press OK, we can see that it has brought in all the data from the matching customer IDs. The next step asks us to merge sales subset, or well, I guess I should say the other way around, merge the SGI product tab to the sales subset tab. And we'll basically do the same thing. So we'll click on the sales subset first, merge queries, and then this time we'll click on the FGI product. And we'll tie it by product code. And we'll keep the left outer as the same because this is our dominant table, and we're going to be bringing in anything that matches the dominant table to that table. And then we'll just press OK. And then same thing, we can expand, and that brings in everything. And actually, we were asked to rename this, but I skipped through that. It would have been easier to, it would have been easier to fix the name before we expanded, but we can just go in manually and do this right here. Just delete that part. So now we can see that the customer and FGI product tabs have stayed the same. And now the sales subset has the attributes that matched or that came from the FGI product and customer tab into this tab. So they're now merged. And then we can just press close and load. Okay, so now we can see that basically we have made 3 tables and merged them into one. So this is the merged table with the FGA product and customer attributes merged in. Then the book just asks us to change the name to sales order merch. And then it just asks us to save. I'm going to save it into my class folder. And then just name it lab 2-2 alternative 3. All right, and that concludes alternative 3 for lab 2-2. All right, so now we're moving on to alternative 4, and we're using access now. So looks pretty similar to alternative 3 with the 3 tables right here. All right, so we'll go ahead and click create, and then we'll click on query design. And then to actually start programming, we'll go to the query design tab, and then SQL view. So now we can actually start typing. Just be mindful that it is very case sensitive. So we have to, when programming just in general, we have to make sure to write it exactly how we want it to be. So let me go ahead and type this real quick. Okay, so now that I've finished typing, and then this is just from the book. But basically what we're doing is the same thing as alternative 2 and 3, but just using code to merge these tables. So very similar to alternative 2 and 3, we have the sales subset as kind of the dominant tab. So here we have the sales subset, FGI product, and customer. And then first we have sales subset, or sorry, FGI product joining sales subset. And then as you can see, we're using the same keys that we used in the other alternatives as well to merge. So as you may recall, we use product code as the key to merge FGI product and sales subset. And then we use customer ID as the key to merge customer and the sales subset tab. Okay, and then now we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and run it and hope that we don't have any typos. All right, so it looks like I did actually have a typo, so I was missing that. All right, let's try again. There we go. So as you could probably guess, this programming or using Access is probably the most efficient way to merge tables. If you think of alternative 2 and 3, it would have taken a while if you had large sets of data. But with Access, it's much easier to program and merge tables this way. So now the book asks us to rename this. And again, I'm just copying this straight from the book. Underscore, oops, sorry. Merge. And then we'll press OK. Okay, and then the last step that I ask us to do in Access is to go to external data and basically send it over to Excel. And then go ahead and copy this for now, and we'll see why in a little bit. Oops. Accidentally pasted. Let's try again. External, Excel, Control copy, sorry. And then press OK. And we can close out of that. Okay, so now that we have opened a blank Excel sheet, we'll go into data. And then get data from database. and then click on Microsoft Access. And then here is where we could do the paste and then press open. And then that's just a faster way to get to the sheet without having to look for it. And then this opens up the navigator page once again, and we'll go ahead and click these two and select transform data. All right, so here it is all merged. And as you can see, these are basically the same, except one was one was merged using programming and the other one was used with access. And then we'll just hit close and load. Sorry. All right, and that concludes alternative 4 for lab 2-2. Thanks for watching.